Hello everybody, what's going on? Jerome here, along with Ryan, and welcome to the Jerome and Ryan Show.
Because we're not good at coming up with show names.
That's right, Ryan. And today, we are doing our first ever talk show slash podcast slash whatever you want to call it, and we decided to do the topic of speedrunning.
Speedrunning, of course, brought to you by our sponsors over at
Troll Pack. Be sure to pick yourself up a monthly subscription of prank and toy?
Prank and toy and troll items. You know what? Screw it. I feel like hitting that baby over there. Nailed him.
Well, that was just violent.
Anyways, today we're covering speedrunning. What is speedrunning, Jerome?
Well, speedrunning is a really cool kind of, I guess, esport, if you will, where people compete to try and finish different video games in the quickest amount of times possible. And you'd be shocked at some of the times people can post on these things.
What we're going to be doing is covering different niches and different games and seeing and studying the worlds of these games during these podcasts. It's going to be very epic.
Exactly.
And today is speedrunning, which I'm very excited about. I don't know if you know a lot about speedrunning. I kind of know a little bit about speedrunning.
I know a decent amount, but Ryan's kind of our resident expert on it. He's actually been speedrunning himself a little bit, playing Super Mario 64 for about a week or two now, just preparing for this. It's kind of impressive.
It's been 3 days, and no,
it's only
I'm not
3 days?
a genius. Yeah, it's only been like 3 days.
I thought it's been a week or two.
Yeah, we've been working. We've been working very hard over here playing video games.
That's right. Oh, dab it, Dad. Dab it. No, but in all seriousness, for the rest of the show, pretty much we're going to be talking about upcoming game releases, a little bit about speedrunning top times. We're also going to be doing a Q&A section with all you fans out there. Ryan's going to show us some of his speedrunning skills for Super Mario 64.
Jerome's going to jump off the house.
That's right. And we're going to top it all off with a Super Smash Showdown. Myself versus Mr. Ryan over there.
At the end of every show, we're going to try to challenge each other to some sort of random video game, and whoever wins, we're going to go out throughout like a bunch of the shows, and we're going to have some sort of super challenge or super terrible thing that happens. I mean, not terrible, but
I was going to say, like, what are you talking about terrible thing here?
Well, I think first one to win 20, I think that's fair, 20 then we do
wins?
something totally absurd.
Okay, so first one
like you have to go skydiving
wins.
that day or something insane.
I think we can leave that up to the viewers to decide in the comments section, so start commenting down below with what you want to see as next week's podcast, and of course, what you want our super mega challenge to be.
Yes, and then we could do some challenges here and there. But today, it's all about speedrunning, Jerome, and...
That's right. And I hear that you actually compiled a list, or you found a website anyway that had a list of some of the top speedrunning times, and you wanted to kind of quiz me to see if I could even come close to guessing to how fast some people can do this.
I did, but I want to actually gauge your knowledge. Do you know about speedrunning? Do you know? You kind of get the gist of it.
I know
people try to
amount.
complete their game way faster than it's meant to be completed. These game developers make these games so that you could play 30 days and you can't even beat the game, and these guys practice it over and over, and ending up beating it in like, some can be like 10 minutes to, 4 hours from a game that takes 4 days to usually beat. Or something like that.
Yeah, and that's the incredible part as well, is there's two different styles of speedrunning. Some people do it with glitches allowed, some people do it without glitches, and of course, there's even another subset that allow you to either beat the game in its entirety 100%, or just beat the storyline of the game.
Right, and today I'm going to test Jerome's knowledge, or lack thereof, and see what he can guess the speedrunning time records are for these top 10 games. But you can't look.
I'm not gonna look.
We should blindfold you.
You want to blindfold me for this? You're gonna just we'll just sticker this to my face. So
you're gonna have to put that sticker on your face. You're really gonna make me use
a sticker blindfold?
I think so, because I think you're gonna cheat, and I want to have it somewhat be a surprise. How you doing there with the sticker?
Champ, I'm not doing too hot.
Well. Should have went to that sticker class that I signed you up for.
That's all right. There we go. We're sticking up. Let's go.
I don't think that's good. It doesn't stick to your... Okay. It looks good. It looks good, though.
Thanks,
all right. So, we're going to start with a very big game. Everyone knows this game.
Okay.
The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Now you're going to laugh. You said everybody knows this game? I've never played any Zelda game in my life. But I do, all the comments, everyone just left the podcast.
Everyone just left.
All right, podcast is over. Sorry, guys. No, but...
I just got, plus 10 points. You just got minus, 40.
At least 40.
Of imaginary points that we don't know, but...
No, if I had to guess, Zelda's a long game.
It's a long one.
I would say, at least, for Ocarina of Time?
Yeah.
I would say at least 6 hours. Because it's a long game. It's a really long game.
I think this is in minutes and seconds. Yeah, it is. It is. 22 minutes and 38 seconds.
What?
I can't make this up.
You're kidding me.
Someone speedruns it in 22 minutes and 38 seconds. So you were about 5 hours off. Now, some of these are going to be long, some are going to be short.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
fair enough,
All right.
enough. Give me another.
Next, we have a this one's huge. You've definitely played it. You've definitely seen it. Super Mario 64, which is the one I'm going to be playing later on the podcast / show.
Okay. Super Mario 64. Are we talking beating the last Bowser, getting all the stars? What are we talking here?
Okay. We'll do, it says right here, 120 stars, which means getting all the stars.
120 stars, that's...
No glitches. They can probably glitch to get the stars.
Glitches, but you can't use any serious glitches.
You still have to get every single one.
All right, 120 stars, Ryan. I'd be shocked. I mean, that took... I don't know about you guys. When I was a kid, like 5, 6 years... This just looks ridiculous. I'm just going to...
All right.
But when I was a kid, I mean, it was absolutely absurd. It would take us probably weeks to beat the game, me and my friends. If I had to guess, I would say 120 stars. At least 7 hours. I don't know how you could get 120 stars.
An hour and 45 minutes by Siglemic, who I'm actually friends with. Siglemic, shout out to Siglemic. Well, we've had Twitter messages and things.
Ryan,
he's the homie.
This is less than a star, or more than a star a minute.
Yeah, it's
less than
completely
a minute
absurd.
it takes to get a star.
And what I'm going to do later is try to get any stars in less than a minute. Like that'll be my goal.
But that's ludicrous, though.
That is ludicrous.
An hour and 40. See, this is the insane part about it. I had no idea some of these stats beforehand. And when Ryan's telling me about speedrunning over the past few days, I was like, I think we found our first show's complete topic, really.
Absolutely. So I'm going to pull up the next one. You got to close your eyes, and then I'm going to cover it up.
Okay, pick one that I know. Like, that's Quake right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but you already saw it. Okay. Oh, I have one. Okay.
Let's do it.
Portal. Hold on. Don't look.
I have an idea because I have a good buddy. I'm going to cover it.
Done Proer.
Oh, you covered it.
Whatever that means. It says Portal Done Proer.
Okay. Honestly, I have a good buddy, Nooch, who back in the day, he had what I believe was, anyway, the unofficial fastest time on console Portal. It was very random, but he managed to beat the game with glitches and everything in something absurd like 15, 20 minutes. So I'm going to guess I'm going to go with 12 minutes.
Oh, you could not be more wrong. I don't know how this is a speed run. 8 hours and 31 minutes.
What is done pro?
Oh, wait. No, 8. Okay, this has to be, because there's not 93 seconds. So 8 minutes, 31 seconds.
Okay, not 8 hours.
Because there was a 93. Well, that's how they've been doing the time the whole time on this page.
Okay, so it was 8. I was close then. What did I say? 15, 12, something like that?
So that first one could have meant, the first game that was played could have meant 20-something hours, but it wasn't. It couldn't have been.
No, there's no way.
I mean, it's the Ocarina of Time, though.
That's 22 minutes.
Our cameraman's giving us the 22-minute thumbs up. Yeah, it's got to be 22 minutes.
That's basically
Portal. It. All right, I'm gonna do the next one.
Well, real quick. I just want to. I'm gonna test you on one of these. Have you looked at all these or no?
No, you gotta read out the games, and I'll do one. I'll tell you one that I know, but I don't. Make sure I know it.
Well, here's a classic one. This is just to show you how some people have gone back in time, back to like the 70s and even 80s and 90s of video gaming to do speedruns. So right here, Ryan, Super Mario Bros. 3.
Okay,
We're talking way back.
All right, there's one other game that I would practice, and I was in college, and for some reason I obsessed over playing Super Mario, but I think it was Bros. I think it was the first one, and then I actually had a couple world records, and I have them filmed, but I didn't send them in or anything. But filmed world records for certain maps on Mario Kart 64.
You told me about that.
So I guess I do have some speedrun little background there. I do like the speedrunning. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess this Super Mario took me I got it down from 3 hours to, I want to say my fastest run would be 45 minutes, and that was really fast. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that somebody knocked 15 minutes off of that. I think it's about 31 minutes, 20 seconds.
Ryan, I'm sorry. Maybe you just weren't good at it. Someone got to 10:48. 10 minutes, 48 seconds.
10 minutes and 48 seconds?
But you can redeem yourself, Ryan, because I think it's about that time of the show where we hop over to Super Mario 64.
So close.
Where Ryan is going to show us some of his speedrunning skills, and I'm going to ask him a little bit more about it and what gets people
Let's get a little in depth
to speedrunning. Because let's be honest here, to myself and a lot of you viewers out there, speedrunning probably doesn't sound that much fun. I mean, at least for me, it sounds frustrating, and it sounds like something that get me angry. So Ryan is going to go into detail a little bit about what gets him into this.
Exactly. So we'll see you there.
Alright, so Ryan, you loaded up a world save here with 1 star on it. What exactly are we going to do?
Alright, so the first like 3 minutes and getting the first star and the intro and stuff are just kind of like really boring. So I wanted to get into like a map where we're actually speedrunning, which kind of starts at the second map, depending on which kind of speedrun you're doing. The one that I kind of like looked at was a 17-star run. So there's a couple glitches, but you only need 17 stars to beat the entire game, which is pretty insane. And I won't be using like all the methods of speedrunners. But
whoa,
like,
that was pretty insane.
Yeah, what you saw right there was like something that we kind of came up with. Alex helped me out there. But as you can see, I'm already on the top of the level.
You literally did that in a matter of like 20 seconds.
Yeah,
that would have, as a kid, it would have taken me 5 minutes.
I know, that's the thing too, and it didn't take long to learn.
And you just glitched him.
Yeah, it's more about timing than anything.
Ryan, what the heck are you kidding me? I'm actually my mind is blown. So like, this is pretty much what speed. Well, they don't do that.
They don't do that. But usually they, you know, they're perfect. Like I'm not being perfect right now.
Oh, you're doing great up until this point. Just kill him right here. And there she goes.
And there he goes. I didn't luckily die, which is usually a good thing.
So you weren't kidding then. When we were talking about that speed run for Super Mario 120 stars, you did that in less than a minute. So there are
did do that less than a minute, yeah.
So there are people that could do it with every star less than a minute. As perfect as you did that. Or you almost did it.
I mean, there's even ways to save like seconds that I don't do. Like in that one right there.
Smashed twice.
Like
not having the big guy fall on you twice.
Yeah, exactly. So this next one I'm gonna do, there's a small chance that I can get this glitch to work, but I basically get a star. I go for a star that's like already
you're doing the
area.
The
it's
no
called
cannon.
Cannonless. Okay.
Cannonless,
So you see where that thing is to the left, where this little
sign is.
The little sign is. So you just drop off to the to the left. Nope, we didn't get it. But there's a small chance. Even like professional speedrunners, they usually don't get it. But there's a small chance of getting that. But if you miss it, it's not a big worry because you don't waste too much time. You gotta hop up there.
Are you kidding me? You're supposed to need a cannon for that. So if you didn't do the first part of that, like glitch thing, you could have realistically gotten that star 20 seconds, we'll say.
Yeah. So I could have gotten that one in like 20 seconds. And I usually, I mean, I'm doing really well for now, so this is pretty good. But no, that's exactly what it is. It's finding like those little kind of wall jumps, things like that, and really capitalizing on them. So this one, I'm gonna go ahead and explain what I'm doing. So I just want to get up to the top again since I was already there. And this is the hardest part right here about the whole thing is this weird jump.
How do you? Yeah, that's the hardest part, Ryan, because you've only done it 2 for 2 so far.
Well, usually when I first practiced it, it was the hardest. So we're almost at the top. Here we go.
And this one, I actually watched you prepare for it the other day. I remember.
Yeah,
this
one's pretty tough actually. If I can do it right. All right.
So
there we go.
You just skipped pretty much that entire level. And got to the very top point. So I gotta ask you, what is so being? I just watched you get 4 stars in what would have taken me as a kid about 30-40 minutes.
Right.
What is so like? What's the appeal to this? Why do people like doing this?
So for some, like I've been like playing less and less video games as I've gotten older, because it's just kind of you play more and more, and that's what happens. For some reason, there's some satisfying something about having you know how games are so dynamic now. Everything changes, and every time you load up a map, it's random, and all this random stuff happens. This is always kind of consistent. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay, I feel that.
So it's something that's always consistent. Usually, I won't do this swing around right here to save a couple seconds, but hopefully, so I could just get it on the first try, I'm gonna swing around. And what I'm doing right now is dropping the owl down a little bit so that I land right.
Okay,
in
now this one, I personally, this one isn't so much a speedrun tactic. Like, I mean, I think anyone out there has to, literally, to beat the game, has to.
Oh my gosh! But I still failed it.
The one that wasn't even a speedrun thing.
I know.
The only one.
That was very bad. But luckily, I can come down here. And a big thing about speedrunning is like just being able to save it. You know, so make sure that you could still get a star if you fall right there or whatever it is. So you try to kind of prioritize certain stars over other stars, and then if you fail the star, then you just kind of
could pick up an easier one along the way.
Try to grab another one. So this is definitely not the like best way to speedrun it. However, this is definitely going to get the job done either way.
And now, Ryan, that's the one you tried getting, correct? That was the canonless one where
yes.
yeah, there's
so
a way
usually
to
you
get
can
that.
do that without, well, not usually, but it's very tough. But there is a way to do that without even oh, that's so bad. No!
Oh,
guys,
man.
I'm failing, but realistically, I'm only wasting a couple seconds. These guys who are actually speedrunning are like, oh my gosh, I lost 4 seconds. They would have reset by now. But we're not going to do that because
here's the amazing thing to keep in mind. In about 5 minutes, Ryan got 5 stars. We'll say a star a minute. Ryan has only been speedrunning Super Mario 64 for 3 days. He's only been training.
Right.
There are people that literally will do this day in and day out, months if not a year straight. And these people, what Ryan just did in 5 minutes, they could probably do in what, 2.5, 3?
Yeah, probably 2.5, 3 minutes. I mean, I did it somewhat quick, but
so that's the incredible part. There are actual professional speedrunners. Ryan is 3 days in and he's this good.
Yeah.
There are people that literally just tank this.
But they're more of like, it's tough. I mean, they kind of are about, like I said, the seconds and stuff. Me, I'm more about, it would be cool to turn this game on that used to take me, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days as a kid, and just beat it in literally less than an hour. Before, while you're just kind of hanging out at the house, loafing around. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, Ryan, I think that should do it there. You got 6 stars right there.
I think, hold on. I think you're going to like this next one. I'm going to try it real quick. I'm going to try 2 of them real quick.
Let's
try to get up to 8 stars, and then we'll cut it right there. That's when you fight the first Bowser. And,
okay. So you're leaving the room then for these next 2.
So yeah, these next 2 I'm going to leave the room, and I'm going to grab at a different location.
I actually don't know if I know these, so I'm going to be interested to see
this is the snow level, which is definitely, these ones are tough, way tougher, but way cooler if I could do it properly. I think I might, there's 2 different ones, and they both are, very, very different, but very difficult. I'm gonna just kind of see which one I can do. If not, you might see me just jump off and kill myself to save time. But we'll see if that happens.
No way.
So
I know what you're... Oh my god.
All right, so we landed down there.
That works?
I'm trying to get a better camera angle. Okay, there we go.
So you just skipped... Now, for those of you that don't know what just occurred, to get to this point probably takes about 3 to 4 minutes in game time? To do it the real way.
Yeah, to do it the real way, that probably would have taken, like, me back in the day, like, a long time. I don't even know how long. Honestly, I probably didn't even get this. I don't think as a kid I even would beat this game. It's just a tough, it really is a tough game to beat.
Yeah, and that right there is just an extra speed jump that Ryan's doing, but you don't even need to. You could do it the legit way, and he still shaved already 3-4 minutes off of the average time. So this is, the normal way you do it is jumping up there.
I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna do the jumping way. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna keep trying this real quick, just so I can show you. All it is about, like, practice. So, like, this wall jump, sometimes I'll hit it on the first try, sometimes I won't. There we go, I got it right there. But, boom, grab that star.
Still crushed any score I could get with that.
Yeah, still probably saved, like, 4 minutes from doing the original jump. And then this last one right here, if I can get lucky and do it on the first try, that'd be epic. If not, then we could, try it until I die, 2 or 3 times. But it shouldn't take longer than a... I mean,
I'm excited
I might
to
be
see
able
this.
to do this in, like, less than 15 seconds, to be honest with you.
All right, well, let's find out. I'm really excited to see this one.
So we just got to get this penguin to his mama, all right? So we're going to jump down here, slide, jump again, slide again, jump, and... Oh, we failed.
Oh, you missed it. I see what you were trying to do there, though.
But at that last slide, you've got to get enough speed to jump across that valley. So that's kind of the tough part there. But it's one of the coolest ones, hands down. So I'm going to try it again. Maybe 1-2 more times, and then I think we get back to the show. What do you say?
I think so too, because we have a cool segment coming up, actually, Ron. We're going to talk about upcoming releases and answer some questions. And we're doing a Twitter question and answer where we ask viewers just like you some questions, and we go to Twitter for the answer. So be sure to stay tuned. We have a lot of cool parts ahead. All right.
All right, we're going to give it one more try. Jerome.
One more big try-a-rooney.
One more try-a-rooney, and then I am done. But this is why it's so addicting. Like you asked earlier, like, I could sit here and try to perfect this all day long and just not get sick of it. Because it's the same thing every time, there's some random events that, can screw you up on certain stars. But for the most part, you can kind of control what's happening in the game. Whereas newer games, like I said, don't really have that aspect to them anymore.
Yeah, and a very...
There we go!
Oh my god! No way! No way! That exists?
That exists. That's a thing. And
Wow.
if I pick up the baby here... Oh, nope, we didn't. But that's how you get 8 stars. Now we can go fight Bowser. And then after that, there's a couple more glitches. And then you can beat the game. So hopefully I can get it down to like 30 minutes. But that's it. Can I get a high five?
Of course you get a high five. That was incredible. So that right there, everybody. Thank you to Ryan for that. Stay tuned.
Sure,
we got a lot
sure.
of cool stuff coming out for this podcast. That's pretty much it.
That was my first live speed run. That was pretty intense.
And if you guys are interested in viewing more speedruns, even more impressive, no offense, Ryan, than these ones, you can hop over onto Twitch, and I guarantee you there are tons of live streamers out there that are professional speedrunners, ready to go at a moment's notice, probably 24/7 streaming this kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah. So go check that out if this interests.
And welcome back to the Jerome and Ryan Show. We're here with some brand new game releases. Gosh, I'm excited for these games, Jerome.
Ryan, why is your chair so low?
I don't know. I just noticed that. I'm way taller than you. Like I said, I'm way taller than you. Anyways, we're going to go over some of the hottest game releases in February and March. And by hottest, I mean, there's a lot of them. I'm looking at the list right now, and there's... I mean, I didn't even know this many games
Looking at this, Ryan, between February and March, it looks like about 50, 70...
50 to 70 games at least
Yeah.
are coming out. So a lot of them are going to be big, and then a lot of them are going to be ones that we don't know. So,
Well, I mean, obviously, you have ones that everyone would know, like Mega Dimension Neptunia 7.
well, let's go ahead and review that real quick. Mega Dimension Neptunia 7.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
Neptunia 7.
can I take this? Because I
know
love
how much you love
Neptunia.
Mega Dimension Neptunia. I know. You're a big fan of that.
I love Neptunia. So the thing that's going to be awesome about Neptunia 7, right, is that in 6, the main character, Gorgoid...
Oh, of course.
Well, he was killed by his father, similar to that of Star Wars.
Dalibor, right?
In Dalibor, he was killed by his father.
Phenomenal.
So how they're going to carry that over into 7, and especially on planet Neptunia,
Yeah.
with Princess Neptunia...
Ryan,
That's her
you're
actual name. I can't make it up.
All right.
It's a very weird Neptunia.
Ryan, I'm just impressed by your knowledge. I really am.
Yeah.
This is astounding.
It's unbelievable.
All right, well,
really.
can you let us know? I mean, everyone knows about Nitro Plus Blaster's Heroine's Infinite Duel. So what do you think?
Where is that one?
Nitro Plus Blaster's Heroine's Infinite Duel.
That is a very critical game. This is getting released, like, it's already being released this February?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Wow.
In fact, Mega Dimension Neptunia 7 came out on the 2nd, and Nitro Plus came out on the 2nd as well. What is with the 2nd having such bangers?
Absolute banger, but Nitroplus Blasters, huge game. They're coming out with the expansion. I can't wait till they add all the different blasters.
But in all seriousness, no.
In all of Syria. Listen, in all of Syria, this is the game. Neptunia 7. If you're watching from Syria right now, Neptunia 7 is the game of the year in Syria. Right now.
But in all seriousness, we have our head analyst over here coming up with this upcoming releases. Alex, take it away, bud. He knows all about these games coming out. He should be able to help us out. So what is going to be the hottest games in February and March?
Or do you know any of these games?
Like, for instance, one thing that I'm looking forward to on the list in all seriousness is Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow coming out for the 3DS on eShop. Pretty much, it is a recreation of Red, Blue, and Yellow, just like the old game cartridges from about 20 years ago, except it's on the 3DS. There is one big difference, though, Alex. You want to tell them?
Right, so in the past, you had a link cable, and that was the only way you could trade with your friends, but now, since the 3DS has Wi-Fi capabilities, you can just trade with your friends with the internet access, and it's super easy and it's awesome.
That way you don't have to leave your room at all.
Absolutely. Because, yeah, that's what people do, right, Ryan?
Oh my god.
Alright,
So, what other games are on this list, Alex, that you might
you are-
recommend?
Hold on, can I stop right here because I see one that I like, or I saw one. It was definitely Mega Man. I saw it on there. What is this Mega Man coming out?
that is the Mega Man Legacy collection.
Mega
for
Man
the
Legacy.
3DS. So,
I'm gonna get a 3D. I have a 3DS.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go find
if you're
it.
a Mega Man fan,
I am.
Capcom is releasing a new.
I feel like he
Legacy-
does this to charge. I was about to. This is my charge.
About to fire his
That's exactly what
lasers
it does.
away.
Yeah.
They're releasing a collection with all of the Mega Man games in the past, and actually you can get a amiibo with that game. And if you scroll up, I know if you are a fighting game genre fan, Street Fighter V is coming out for those of you who like that type of game.
That's really cool.
Fighter
Street
I can
Fighter
get
is an
into.
old
Yeah,
classic,
that's
right?
a classic coming to PS4 and PC February 16th. That's
And take a look for us at the March list as well.
Wait a second. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD.
Yeah.
Does that just mean it's HD and it's coming out for Wii U?
yeah,
That's
so
already
that's
out, isn't it?
No, it's
Yeah.
not out. It's
Oh, it's
actually
not out.
a remake.
I know so
obviously, in
much about
HD.
video games.
So that's coming out in the Wii U for March 4th. So it's
Very
a lot of people
cool.
are looking forward to that. The Division is coming out as well, which is an awesome multiplayer.
I actually have
game.
seen that. It's really cool. It's a new shooter game coming out. Looks like it
Right.
could maybe rival even Call of Duty.
Of course. And then Mortal Kombat is having a new extra large edition. It's XL, which has all of
The package is about this big. It's the same game, but the package is about this
Yeah.
big.
So you
Oh,
get every
man.
single DLC character in there, and then Far Cry is getting the Primal.
And for those of you who are sports game fans out there, because I used to play MLB The Show
Oh,
all the time.
oh.
MLB The Show 2016 coming out in March.
Even better, my alley right here. EA Sports UFC 2. My man Conor McGregor and Ronda Rousey are on the cover of that, so I'm excited. I'm going to take you down as Conor McGregor, the Irish lad.
Well, anyway, guys, that's going to take it for our upcoming releases segment. Big thank you to Alex. You can check his link out in the description. Go check him out. Give him some big thanks for being our head analyst for upcoming games.
I felt like I did a better job, though, like as far as knowing what the game
You're a
is
better
and going.
Alex. You're a much better Alex.
Going more in depth about,
Well, obviously,
especially
I mean,
Neptunia.
where would we be without you describing Return to Pololo Croix, a story of seasons fairy tale? How do you Pololo Croix? Pololo Croix.
I'm actually offended that you don't know how to say that. That's one of
Pololo
my favorite.
Croix?
That's one of my favorite games. But anyways, guys, on to the next segment.
All right, so we're back with a brand new segment for Twitter question and answers. And we asked you guys out there over Twitter, what was your favorite game of 2015?
And I want to ask you, Jerome, what is your favorite game of 2015?
My favorite game of 2015.
Wait, does it have to be released in 2015?
I'm going to say it has to be released in 2015.
Okay.
But we'll do it has to be released in 2015 unless you have another thing in mind. You choose for yourself. But for me, favorite game released in 2015. A lot of big choices towards the
How
end
about
of the
like
year.
what did you play most? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Because there was a lot of ones out there.
Right.
But if I had to choose, I would say Fallout 4 probably was my favorite release. I just love any kind of RPG game just like that.
That
the
was
fact that you could free roam anywhere.
absolute
a lot
banger.
more options from the previous Fallouts.
Absolutely.
Which is, it really was. And the crazy part is, the other Fallouts had a lot of options already. Fallout 3 was absolutely expansive and everything. And the fact that they could really reach out even further with Fallout 4 was kind of just unbelievable.
Scary
I
part
was shocked.
about those games is you can get sucked in, and then all of a sudden we're out of jobs because we're playing these games and we're like just sucked into 100 hours a week playing
And not filming.
and not filming.
And not filming. Yeah, it becomes a little bit of a problem. But Fallout 4 for me. What about you, Ryan?
I'm gonna do a little skew. All right. So this game didn't come out in 2015, but I think it blew up the most in 2015.
Okay, what is that?
So, and this was my favorite game. I played it by far the most this year. That's going to go ahead and be Counter-Strike Global Offensive. It's 3 years old.
It is.
Keep in
It's a
mind.
couple years old at least,
But
yeah.
it just recently blew up in the esports scene, even bigger than it was. And I think that all happened in 2015. I got addicted to it. I played that like 10 times more than probably any other game that I played. So I'm gonna go ahead and skew from the question just a little bit,
And do the
because
most split.
you know
Yeah.
It's our show. We could do whatever
we
want.
can control that.
We could control that. I'm allowed to do that.
But we asked you guys on Twitter, and we got a lot of cool answers out there. So
did.
let's take a look at some of these. We have one from DG_quarterback, and she says Halo 5, which I have to agree was a really excellent game. I love Halo. I'm a huge Halo fanboy. Favorite series of all time.
The one thing I have to say is yes, epic, no co-op.
Yes, that is true. No
co-op.
split screen, no co-op, except for multiplayer. You have to go online to do co-op mode or online to do multiplayer, which was a huge letdown, at least for my friends and I.
But only for us, really. A lot of people were like, okay, that's a lot better that you can do it online, but we really like to interact, high-five each other in real life.
Of course. I mean,
shoot.
Back when I was a kid, I used to have my friends over my house all the time. We'd play Halo 3 campaigns, split screen, Halo 1 campaigns.
Right.
It didn't matter. You always split screened it, and now it's gone.
It's gone. It's gone.
So that was a little letdown, but it's still a great game. Fantastic game.
So I'd have to go all the way to my house just to play with you, and I'd rather just plug in right
now,
here.
here's some interesting ones, too. Nathan_DePinto says, Destiny the Taken King, Sims 4, and Fallout 4. Now, we're only going to let him choose one, and the Sims 4 and Fallout 4 are choosing the most. I'm going to go with Destiny the Taken King to go into a little depth about. So
that is definitely... Destiny is, hands down... But probably one of the most talked about games in the last 2 years. But didn't it come out 2 years? The first one?
Yes, the first thing. And Destiny the Taken King was such a big expansion. It's not technically its own game, but most people consider it to be its own game because of how big of an expansion it was. New multiplayer maps, new multiplayer game modes, and a new campaign. I mean, it essentially was a new game.
Yeah, so pretty much anyone who capped out their levels on the first game in the first 2 days, which most people did, got really, really excited when this was released, and they got to nerd out for another 3 or 4 days.
Pretty much. And now, finally, Ryan, let's end it off on this note because this was a huge game and an even bigger movie that came out in 2015. We have Sheerman4, who says Star Wars Battlefront, and I gotta agree, there's no objection. I mean, as a kid, did you not play Star Wars Battlefront?
Yes. I like doing the lightsaber throws back in the day, though. You know what I'm saying? Just the lightsaber, just...
Well, I mean, those were fun and all, but come on, did you ever do the sharpshooter? What was your favorite class way back when? I mean, I used to love the sharpshooter class, or the RPG type one, which was basically a heavy commando class that you had in Star Wars Battlefront 2.
I like to be OP in games, so, for those of you who don't know what that means, overpowered in games, so I would usually be like a Jedi or something and just destroy all you. I would destroy people
you just
like
kill
you.
me, just plebeians like me.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yep.
But Star Wars Battlefront, if you have not checked it out already, was an incredible game, amazing graphics, and the movie Star Wars The Force Awakens came out in December as well. Absolutely great movie. I would highly suggest you guys go check out that as well. There's no bad things to say. It's Star Wars. How could you hate? It was beautiful. Beautiful.
So, Jerome,
beautiful year for Star Wars.
And last but not least, we're going to add one more here that we just got a totally late tweet.
We did.
Out of nowhere.
What is it?
Bajan Canadian.
_Canadian. Bajan _Canadian. It says here, Minecraft. Well, that doesn't sound right at all. I mean, I don't think that...
that didn't come out in 2015.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that game.
I don't know who you are, Bajan _Canadian, but Minecraft, really?
Nothing more to say.
Nothing more to say.
There is something to say about is hashtag Jerome and Ryan Show. For next week's Twitter question, you guys can start submitting now. We're going to go through the hashtag and see what is out there to be on the show. You have a chance to be on the show. You can be featured
all you have
here.
to do is hashtag Jerome and Ryan Show, tag at JeromeASF, and at XRPMX13. Mine's a lot more difficult. They're both right there somewhere.
It's probably going to be right here under my armpit. Probably,
okay,
right? Just
I won't.
Put it right there. You be this one.
Okay,
right,
put
so
it right there.
He's going to be that armpit. I'm going to be this one.
Okay.
Edit that in, Alex. You got it?
Yeah.
Right,
is that edited in?
It's right here.
Okay, yeah. So that's me. And go ahead and tell us, what was the first game you ever remember playing? See, I say remember because it's kind of tough to remember the very first game that you ever played.
Sorry, just showing off our Twitter handles.
One more. Show mine. All right, just mine now.
What, was that your arm?
Yeah.
Bajan Canadian!
Anyways, guys, that is the Jerome and Ryan Show. We hope you enjoyed episode 1. We're coming at you next week with episode... What comes after 1? 2!
But not only that, everybody, we're not going to leave you hanging. We are going to cancel out this show with an epic ending of Super Smash Bros. Showdown, Ryan vs. I, 5 minutes.
5 minutos?
5 minutos.
You're going down. As soon as I finish my water.
Falcon Punch! Alright, so we're on to the final segment of this podcast, and we are ready to go into Super Smash Bros. Showdown.
Alright, I'm gonna whoop you, dude.
Well, Ryan, are you ready? It's normal lives. You pick your character, and we'll do a random map. Deal?
Alright, deal.
All right.
Yo, this is going to be the very first. This sets the tone for all the other ones, you realize.
Oh, I know it does. That's why I'm Pink Captain Falcon.
Oh, Captain Falcon's good. All right, I'm going to go ahead and be Ike, because he's got a big old sword.
Alright, now before we get into this matchup, be sure to comment down below saying who you think is going to win in this battle. And of course, leave a like, because this show isn't going anywhere. We're going to be back next week as well.
Yeah, let us know if you find any cool indie games or games we can play.
Yeah, like what is it? Intergalactic Collabada.
Yeah,
from Dalibor, that one.
That one, my favorite game.
Perfect.
Alright, so I think, what's a map here?
What's like a fair normal
Final Destination. I think that's just a fair normal.
Yeah, it's like a plain old, right? Yeah, okay.
Regular map.
Our analyst Alex, our head analyst, is going. Yeah. So.
Oh wow, it's small. Okay, are you ready? All right, here we go. Oh Jesus, man!
I'm going. I'm in it to win it. Falcon punched already, Ryan. Big Rye, what's going on, bud?
Oh.
Hey, Dad. Oh, Dad, you almost just got hit. I almost just killed myself there.
Oh God.
There we go. The uppercut of a lifetime. Hit him with the clock.
Oh,
what? What is this?
You slowed yourself down, you fool.
What? What?
Whoa.
What is going on? Oh, no. Not that thing. That thing's Bad News Bears.
Uh-oh.
What exactly is going on? Oh,
I'm small. No, how did I turn so small?
Why are you so small? And why was I slow-mo? What is with items doing negative things to those who hit it?
Well, that's...
God. Oh, he's game!
Oh!
Did I just hit myself with
No, you just hit...
Oh!
I'm out of here.
Ryan, I have no idea what's going on, bud.
Well, you're winning, so
that's good. She almost just hit me off instantly.
Boom! Alright, there we go.
Alright, well now we're tied. Literally tied at 0-0. HP left.
Oh, what?
I almost just killed myself.
Oh,
Falcon kick. Oh, almost a Falcon punch.
I almost collected all the pieces. I think if I collect all these pieces, I get like, I get to shoot you.
Like Exodia? You unlock Exodia if you get all the pieces. Oh! Falcon punch connects. The shoulder blade!
Man, the shoulder blade was
the
heavy.
People's Elbow from The Rock. Dwayne The Rock.
Uh-oh, there's the
Except not really, it's just Captain Falcon, but... Oh, okay. You want some of that, right? You want some of the Falcon kick? Oh, this is game on. You're lucky. You know what? You may be the master of speedrunning, Ryan, but I think I'm gonna... Oh no, I take it back. I take back everything! Did I dodge it?
Yeah, you did not
I dodged it.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I thought you were serious.
No, not even close, Ryan.
What'd you just pick up?
I just ate a spaceship. Is that a thing? Can you eat spaceships? Now, whatever happened to the simple Smash Brothers, you know? Like, before all this stuff just got absolutely insane-o. Oh, what? I thought I had you. Is that a gun? What?
I don't know what the heck that was.
Yeah, that was that thing, Ryan. You know, the do-nothing item. It does nothing. You don't remember that one?
It's just like the item that Ryan just got, and you need 3 pieces for it.
Oh, it's Exodia.
What happens? What happens after you get this, Alex?
You unlock Exodia. We already covered this.
Gun that does
Hey, Ryan, you want to let me land on the... Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, no.
What the heck is that guy?
That's one of the newer ones, but I don't know what he does exactly.
Apparently not. Oh, my God. Apparently that.
Okay.
Whoa.
What? Is he just going to keep dancing?
What is that? Money bag?
Okay, I went for doing extremely good to you have not let me even really touch the platform in a short... Are you... Really? What was that? What in the world was that?
Oh! One life to one life.
Keep on laughing, Mr. Ryan.
Oh my God.
Keep on laughing, bud. We'll see who's on top of that scoreboard in a quick second. Oh, no. I think whoever gets that is going to be the winner.
Come on, give it to me.
I want it. I need this. Oh, no.
Yes! Come on, baby!
Oh, come on, don't die, don't die!
Die!
Ken Falcon just landed it!
Get lit! Yes! Bam! That was lit!
Oh my God.
Woo! That's 1-0. And that's a big podcast, man.
That was a solid podcast, bud. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being a part of the team.
Joining?
Well, Ryan, you're on the team, aren't you?
Of course.
All right, well... For all of us here at the Jerome and Ryan show, that's just the 2 of us and Alex.
For all of us in this entire room.
Hey, Ron, we're trying to pretend this is like a news station. From all of us here at the Jerome and Ryan
Mark.
show.
Hey, Jennifer.
Jennifer, Chester.
Lance.
Chet, Dalibor. Thank you. All right, well, thank you guys for watching. Hope you all enjoyed this first podcast. We'll be back next week with yet another one. Coming at you.
So long.
That's right. Saturday. Every single Saturday, you expect the show.
Salute.